Hey guys, it's me Chris here, and today we'll be doing a video on a cheap GPS tracker for under £25. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the product itself is actually quite a little cool gadget. Whether you want it for security purposes or you want it there just for a cool little gadget, you know, it's a really cool little piece of tech. Now the item itself is very simplistic. You've got two buttons here that gives you the function of turning it on and off. I'll show you a close-up of this later in the video. You've also got an SOS button. Now this doesn't call out to the police or emergency services. What this does is actually repeatedly text message the connected devices or phones, whatever is connected to this, until you tell it to stop. So for instance, if you take this while you're hiking and you're stranded, you could go ahead, press that button, and to basically the device that's connected, or a number of the devices that are connected, this will send out a text message to all of those devices until it's stopped. Now I've also got a micro SD card here, slot, sorry. And what this does is it enables you to track your data and whereabouts the item is. So for instance, if you went to the shops, it probably track to you going to the shops. Now this is quite a cool little feature. It's not needed, and you don't actually need to have a micro SD card inside of there in order for the item itself to work. But it's cool. It's a cool little add-on, and if you want to track where everything goes, that might be a cool little way to go. Now you also have a little microphone here, which enables you to actually monitor, like a phone call, of what's happening. So for instance, if you had this on your car, it's been stolen, you had it just under the dashboard, something like that, you know, you could actually hear what's happening. I think you call the device itself monitor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that, and it enables you to then call the device and actually hear what's happening. So that's a really cool little feature. Now at the top here we've also got our antenna, which enables you to obviously get the connection. It's pretty straightforward. You know, the build quality is okay, it's not going to snap off or anything, and it's not getting in the way. It kind of does go with the whole build structure of the item. Now here, as you can see, we can take off this little flap, and that enables us to take a further look inside where the battery compartment is, and it basically works as a GPRS or GSM signal. So it sends out a connection request to see whereabouts you are and where the device is itself. So basically you can put any standard SIM card in there, 2G or 3G I believe, and yeah, so it's pretty simplistic in the way it does it. And if you want, you can go ahead and just pick up a simple SIM card, like this one here. Pick this up for £4, add £10 of preloaded credit, so that should get me around 100 texts or something, and then the next time I put £10 on, I think I get unlimited texts for around 6 months, so that's quite a cool little addition. Okay, so included within your purchase, you'll also get a little CD-ROM to enable you to take your GPS tracking further. So I think you can also do live tracking as well with this. I haven't actually tried this out, but it seems to be quite a cool feature in fact. And for only being £25, you know, I'm surprised how they can do that really. But we'll take a further look at this later in the video. We also get a user manual within our purchase. It's, to be honest, not that good. It's nice for them to include, but as it's manufactured in China and quite cheaply, to be honest, it's not actually correct. I think it's for a different model, but there are very simplistic videos on YouTube on how to set up the device itself. I think you just have to type in begin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with your device to the SIM card which is in your tracker, and from there it will enable you to call the tracker, and then it will give you information on where it is, what speed it is, and just a whole lot more of functionality. Now you also get a waterproof bag. Now this is quite cool, but to be honest, it's not like the best fit. In fact, if they just made it probably, I don't know, 1 or 2 centimeters further than here, it would be actually quite a good accessory, but it's really too tight for me personally. It's going to take forever to get in. It actually damages the sides of the tracker, so I don't recommend really using this. If you want a waterproof bag or something, just put it in a plastic sleeve, something like that is perfectly fine. Now you also get your charger, just a standalone 3-pin charger there for UK. Nothing really special there, that's just pretty much standard. And then you get the unit itself, which I showed you just a minute ago. And you also get 2 batteries included within your purchase if you're buying it retail. So I'm not responsible if you don't get all of this kind of stuff. You know, it depends on where you buy it from. I'll do my link below and you should get the same accessories that I do. So if you want to do that, that's up to you. And then you also get 2 back covers to let you seal the back closed. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is give you guys a close-up of the product itself. Okay, so as you can see, we have got our SOS button here, our on and off button, the SD card reader, and the microphone as well. Okay, so on the other side we have no functionality buttons, and on the top, like I said before, is our antenna. Now you're probably wondering what this is. This is just some Velcro, and the reason that's there is because I can stick this underneath my bike seat, for instance, and that way if my bike was to be stolen, I can track it, and it's quite a simple process of just pushing it up there and then it won't fall out. So that's quite a little cool addition that I've done to it. And then at the bottom we've also got another microphone. Okay, so we're now going to go ahead and demonstrate the GPS functionality and just show you how to basically get your GPS location to your device and show you how everything works. Now the first thing you want to do is go ahead and hold down the on button. Now you want to do this process for around 2 seconds and you'll see you get a green LED. Now this should flash a few times, and once that process is done, it has been enabled. Now I'm going to go ahead and unlock my device here, go ahead and call the GPS tracker and see what kind of result we get. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just calling it right now.
You have reached the mailbox of...
Okay, so the reason I ended that call was because it's basically an automated system. So you basically call the GPS tracker with the SIM card inside of it, and from there it's going to send you automated location details of where it is. So if we go ahead and click on this message here, I can't actually show you a close-up obviously because it's got numbers and personal information, but basically all we do is open up the message and it gives us the latitude, the speed, the exact location, and then it also gives us a Google Maps link. So if we click on this, we can go ahead and open it up in Google Maps, which then allows us to have a very, very simplistic layout that a lot of people understand and know. So then we can go ahead and zoom in here, and it gives us an exact location of where we are. Okay, so one thing I would like to point out very quickly is that if you've just booted up the tracker itself, it might not be the most optimum connection, meaning that you won't get the most accurate location of where your tracker is. So you might want to keep that in mind, and also it's like a phone. If you don't have signal, it's going to be very weak, so it might not be very accurate if you don't have a strong signal. So you've got to keep that in mind, but when you do have strong signal and it's been on for a long time, then things do start to show up and you do get quite an accurate reading. I've seen it between 2 and 3 meters of precise location, but at the same time it can also be 10 to 20 meters out if you've just booted up the device. Okay, so that kind of wraps up for this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and like I said, it's a really good little tracker. In fact, if you want it for security purposes, or if you want it just because it's a cool little gadget. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.